State laws in much of the South also ensure students' education will be bigoted.
Tennessee Governor Bill Lee will sign a bill allowing parents to opt out their kids from education on gender and sexuality issues. Under the law, schools would have to give parents 30 days notice of upcoming lessons on those subjects.
Just enough time for parents to switch to homeschooling so they can teach that math is caused by chemtrails. Meanwhile, states like Missouri and South Dakota prohibit school districts from specifically protecting LGBTQ students in their anti-bullying policies. And what really sucks is that some schools went the extra mile and just posted a list of students you can bully. That booger girl, she grew up to be a little woman called Samantha B. Even something as simple and necessary as finding a place to live can be more difficult for people who are LGBTQ.
26 states across the United States do not have statewide housing protections for the LGBTQ community.
Tanya and Rachel were denied housing for no other reason than their loving relationship and Rachel's gender identity. The landlord's reasoning was written plainly to them in an email.
Hi, Tanya. Your unique relationship would become the town focus. In small towns, everyone talks and gossips. All of us would be the most popular subject of town. I need a low profile and everyone would be into my business with your uniqueness.
A low profile? You're a landlord, not the Denver Strangler. Or are you? A HUD study found that housing providers told gay men about fewer available units while often quoting higher rates. They also listed the kitchen sink as a half bath, but they pull that shit with everyone. But hey, it's not all bad news. Some of it is really bad news.
A bill some say legalizes discrimination on the basis of religious freedom is on its way to the governor's desk. Opponents argue it endangers human rights by allowing for discrimination in areas like housing and employment.
Every 2 years, we have to show up here and fight for our humanity and try to explain to a bunch of suits why we're in fact people.
And because Republicans hate doing the actual work of governing, they just left those suits filled with 20 hams and a balloon for a head and then went golfing. The Supreme Court rulings on same-sex marriage and workplace discrimination were huge wins. But we can't rely on the Supreme Court to defend LGBTQ rights. I mean, we really can't. Homophobia and anti-trans fear-mongering thrive because right-wing politicians see them as wedge issues that scare their base into voting for them, especially in primaries. But most Americans support LGBTQ rights, including majorities of Republicans, white evangelicals, Southerners, and rural Americans. Basically, the only group that doesn't is suits who are filled with 20 hams and a balloon for a head. Earlier this year, the House passed the Equality Act, which would update the Civil Rights Act to protect LGBTQ people. But sadly, it's now up to the Senate, the pillow over a bill's face of politics. And if/when the Senate kills LGBTQ equality, they'll need to explain to us how they are in fact people. We'll be right back. Aw, thanks for watching. If you'd like to hear more from Full Frontal, hit subscribe and visit our page for more videos. Or if you'd like to be radicalized, leave YouTube on autoplay.